13 questions that will increase your listing presentation conversion rate. Hi everybody, it's Todd again from Success in Real Estate. Considering it's one of the most competitive listing markets ever, any edge you can make a huge difference on your business. What I've seen over the years and in the past is that agents go into these listing presentations and most of them are pretty much all the same. I've talked to so many agents about their presentation or their process or what they say when they're in front of the sellers. And here's what I've seen. It's all about them. It's all about the agent. It's about their awards that they've won. It's about how good they are or how good their company is. Whatever it might be, I call it feature dumping. But the real difference to set yourself apart in listing presentations is asking really good questions. It's not about you during the listing presentation. It's about being able to provide solutions for the sellers. It's about them. It's not about you as the agent. And what I'm talking about right now is not theory. I see it every day. This isn't something I've read. I've worked with agents in my office who have used these questions and they've tailored them somewhat to fit their style like we talk about. But we've worked with them and it's increased their listing conversion rate up to 40%. So again, it's not theory. This is an actionable step you can actually take to increase your conversion rates on these listing presentations. So if 3 agents go into a listing presentation to a seller and they all say the same thing, what's going to make you stand out? But if you go in and ask these 13 questions, you can build rapport with the seller and really focus on their needs. That's what's going to make you stand out from the other agents. When you go into a presentation, do you have a process? Is everybody else getting the experience of what it's like to actually work with you before they do? Or are you just winging it? Because this is not the market to be winging it. This is the market to practice and execute when it's time because it's so competitive right now. So I just wanted to share with you what I'm seeing in all these listing presentations and what's really setting the pros apart. I've done videos in the past about how you have one chance to make a first impression, and I've talked about sending out a pre-listing packet. That's the time to highlight yourself and all your accolades. But when you're in the listing presentation and you're sitting across from a homeowner, that's the time to build rapport and ask good questions and really find out what their needs are. Guess what? Their needs aren't always about selling their home in the quickest amount of time for the highest price. Every seller has different needs. So are you asking the questions to find out? Or are you just assuming that you know what they are? And are you truly listening or are you doing all the talking? There's an old saying in sales, the one who talks the least wins, or the one who talks first loses. You've got to ask good questions and you've got to build rapport. So when you're meeting with a seller, you need to talk about what's most important to the seller and not to you. So listen, we have 13 questions that I would love to share with you. And if you'd like a copy of these 13 questions, either send me a direct message with your email address, put it down below, drop your email in the comments, and somebody from my team will make sure that we get them out to you. But if you take these 13 questions and you really harness them and make it part of your presentation, I promise you will see an increase in your listing conversion rate. Look, we do a lot of trainings. We actually do training on listings. We call it the ultimate listing presentation. And we talk about how exactly you want to structure your presentations. But do you have a routine to your listing presentations or are you just going in and winging it? Professionals have routines. Amateurs are winging it. Again, professionals have a routine. The highest level agents have routines. They get addicted to the monotony of the boring stuff because that's what's making the difference. So are you practicing? Pro athletes and musicians practice so much that they can perform when the time is right at showtime. Do you have your dialogue down? That's what's going to separate you apart, especially in this market. So do you want to be a professional or do you want to be an amateur? So to get the scripts, have great materials and practice your routine. It's what makes a difference. Drop your email below, send me a direct message with your email, and I'll make sure that we get you all those questions.